All right. Been trying to be shop day today. Like I said, I don't do this often, but once in a while they all kind of pile up and I got to go after them. So you already missed some. I was getting some tires done for my niece. She's getting married this summer. Anyways, so yeah, I mounted some tires, did it off camera, sorry. But anyways, I got one left. I'll let you catch up on that and then we'll balance a couple. But just some basic tires. The price was right on these. They like to do winter tires anyway, so the quality of their summer tires needs to be good, but not the same as an all season for Wisconsin would normally have to be. So I think that'll work for you. So there you go. I got a magnetic mount for the GoPro. It seems to work. Just pop onto something. It needs to have a little bit of a swivel though. It'd be really nice. So I could twist you square to the horizon. Different situations. Alright, when I take my tires off, I always put the valve stem right over here towards the tool. And, this happens to be a Snap-on balancer, which is very similar to a Colts balancer or even some of the other off brands, but years ago Snap-on had a good deal for me. I bought their balancer and a tire, backup. This is a Snap-on tire changer. The balancer sitting next to it. I got a good deal from Snap-on on the tire changer and a balancer. Back when we first opened the shop 10 years ago. But then I upgraded to a Hunter Road Force machine for balancing due to a lot of the big Jeep tires that we've been playing with. So I can Road Force them and get a better on-road experience with the big tires that you don't get when you're just doing a static balance. So, anyways, and then when I put my tire back on, lay the tire on first, bring in the arm, the bead of the tire is going to go under this lip and over that one. And we go up against the valve stem on this side. We don't want to go past it or we'll end up breaking the tire pressure monitor. So we want that tire pressure monitor to be in line with the starting point of the rubber bead. And then we'll come around, we'll pop down. You get a better example. I'll let this go all the way over to here. I'm gonna rotate my tire. Oops, come on. Out in the sun. All right, so you see a valve stem. There's my dot. We're gonna make sure we're compressed. And the internet can tell me what that dot's all about. I've changed tires for a long time for Firestone and Goodyear. And it's one spot supposed to be a heavy spot, and one spot supposed to be a light spot as I understand it. But in the end, it hasn't made much of a difference for me. I've played around with it with the Hunter tire balancer, and if it wants me to match the rim to the tire, there's obviously a rim difference all the time. So valve stem to it doesn't seem to make much difference. But we're going to air them up. Sometimes we got to go a little higher than necessary to get the bead to pop on. This one popped on at about 50 psi. So then we let some out. This car is not here, so I'm just going to mount and balance them, and I'll leave the pressure a little high and let them adjust it to what it is. I think it's a Toyota Camry, but definitely a Toyota wheel. But what the actual car is, I don't know right now. Check my surface. Oh, look at that. We've got a pretty good notch in there. I'm gonna have to clean that up. All right. Let me go grab something to clean that with. Don't run away. All right, we're gonna clean that quick. Just got a die grinder and a Roloc purple disc. These, I don't know what you call that right now, but it's kind of a harder material. It's not soft. It does collapse just a little bit. It's a little easier on the aluminum, but it does an excellent job for this. Obviously, when you're running a pretty aggressive tool, you don't want to sit in one spot long. You want to get it clean and get on. Otherwise, you're taking material. See that very well? I can grab a light here. All right. Pretty happy with that. The other thing we got to do is knock off sticky weights. So it's got sticky weights down in here. I haven't seen any weights around the outer edge that are pound on, but we'll do pound on if necessary. And get away with just doing stickies up and just stickies. But we'll have to clean that wheel up a little bit to get them to stick properly. All right. Cover. We got a rubber gasket on the front to kind of protect the wheel. Quickly while you're up to it. Oh, let's plug in our machine. Plug that in, get her wound up. Balance. Set our machine up. We're looking for the rim width and dimension. That's all that thing needs to know. I can road force. I can put weight just on the inside or the outside. We're going to change ourselves to some sticky weight. And we want to do nothing out here. There's no lip. So I'm going to adjust that. We're going to say okay. It's going to ask for some new measurements. Oh, I got to back up. Let's redo that. The machine is really good at telling you what it wants, and it actually wants me to go down and make a measurement where I want my sticky to be in there, and where I want my sticky out there. I can't do that. That's not going to work. Come on. lose that up again. I said inside, oh, no I didn't. There we go, inside of the spoke. Now we're going to try this again. Oh, I see. When I pull that one out, it's telling me something different. Okay. So we'll do that. As far as in as I can put my weight. Right there. There. Slowly rotate wheel in one direction until you hear a beep. Yeah. Sometimes it's just best to follow instructions. See what it does. All right, I'm going to move you a little closer here. You see the back of my balancer has been cut out. That's so I can get my balancer much closer to the wall. When that flips up, that was always contacting the wall, and then my balancer was sticking out in the doorway. And I didn't like it. Because when I get a car in and out, obviously I can't close the hood, but when the hood's up, I can sneak on by a little closer. Look at that. It doesn't like it. It says there's a problem. We're going to just spin this here quick. I'm not sure why it's making noise. It's got a little Humpty Dumpty in it. Well, let's take a look, see if we can pinpoint our issue. I don't need to see that bright color. Oh, it's not all the way tight, James. Well, that would do it. Let's back up and see if we get a better reading this time. Should have took that sticker off too, huh? So, it's going round and round right now. Yep. It says measuring lateral force. Measuring imbalance. Oh, it got worse. We're at 54 now. Why would it get worse? Maybe I bought too cheap a tire. Oh, there's a bit of a hop. A little bit of a hop there. Well, I can follow the instructions and it'll have me measure the wheel. So we're going to measure the rim run out. I really only do this one side because I don't have a lip on the other. So it's basically just going through and measuring the roundness of the rim, looking for a bulge or a bend or something like that. It says road force will not bring assembly within. So road force matching. It says tire is bad. See, it wants me to move that tire. Tire is up there, rim is there. So it wants me to do a 180 twist. And we were talking about the red dots before. So there's my red dot and valve stem. I'm going to match it just for the sake of playing along here today. That means I gotta let the air back out of it. Break the bead and turn it here. I don't need to take the tire off. I just need to make it spin the rim inside. Alright, so we called 180 degrees off. Let's throw it up here, make it easy. We're going to put the red dot on the opposite corner. Maybe. I bumped the door opener in my pocket. Maybe a little lubrication in there. That'd make it a little easier. Brand new tires, sometimes they're sticky. Rim and 180. All right. Now it did tell us it wasn't going to fix it. It said it wasn't going to match. Oh, I just got soap in the face. A little on my glasses even. Come on. All right. One more time. We're going back to balance button. So these wheels, or tires, I think we spent about $85 a tire. And then by the time I mount them, cost about $105, $110 for the customer. If I was to be full on. Oh, I should get them weights out of the middle there yet. See, they're still hanging in there, but. And pull that sticker. We keep talking about that sticker, but you haven't reminded me to pull it yet. So. Oh, look at that. It did help. It went from 54 to 23. So that was substantial. But if you want to look at the paint marks that are supposed to help us, we now have the red exactly opposite our valve stem. So anyways, I feel that's a lot better. As under 30 on a passenger car is really nice. Under 25 is even better. Under 10 is really nice. Really, really nice. So, got to deal with what you get though. So, that's, hang on, let's see what our weights are before. Cancel out of that. It says it wants 175. Before I take my weights, I want to see if I have to put weights opposite. Okay. Doesn't make sense to take weights off if you have to put them back in the same spot. That's me being world friendly, earth friendly. Boy, this has been on there a while. One left that doesn't want to come off. Gentlemen. Here. All the weights are off. We're just going to spin it so I can turn off that road force. We already know it's not perfect. All right. Well, I took off weight and now it wants a bunch more. It's in a different spot, but it wants 2 ounces. The wheel is kind of corroded. Obviously, we don't want the sticky to come off, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit. There we go. And we got the start button. That lines me back up. And I've got a roll, a nice big roll of sticky weight here. I'm going to cut 2 ounces. It wants 2 1/4. We're going to count 2 ounces first. Place it on the bottom where it's asking it to be. And we're going to give it a spin and just see if it asks for an additional correction. Yeah. All right, so that came out perfect. And that's one. Put the center cap in. What's the odds of the next one being good? Let's pull that sticker. And we'll go ahead and pull the weights right away. This is a rim I know that I've had a part for them. The tire that was on there was a tire I had to repair for them. Over the winter, I think it was. road force it quick. It's spinning too. I don't even want to stay tight. We'll give him a little thump. Take that. You stay tight now, would ya? Get over here. My dog doesn't like crows out in the yard. He was about ready to go out of the fence to go chase one. It wasn't even in our yard. What are you going after it for? If he was inside the fence, you could bother him, but he was outside. You leave him be. Yeah. But he's coming on over to apologize. Yeah. You saying you're sorry? Huh? Yeah. Sounded like it came loose again. Why won't you stay tight? Something's not right. Definitely should be staying tight. Just want it to go smoothly. These are the little things that just kind of make you wonder sometimes, you know. Clean that up. Go through all that work to get these tires put on and making more work. All right, that tire did finally finish up, and this one passes at 14. Put this back in there. $14, and we got 3/4 and 1 3/4. And we didn't do that sticky again. Let me grab some different rags. Shop came by the other day. They thought I should try their brake cleaner. I don't know if I can even buy them from them. But well, buy it from our local one. He was all impressed, and he said, "You gotta try this." But I'm not even sure where that's from. But it does seem to do a job that I needed to. Not yelling at you, O'Reilly. I'm just telling you what happened. I still like my O'Reilly brake cleaner. It's been good to me for a long time. All right. 3/4 of an ounce. Gonna go to the top. This is kind of a nice balancer. It will spin the positioning for my weight right to where I want it. So there's a little line right there. That's 90 degrees to the floor. machine's telling me the dot is up where it needs to be. You put the weight on 90 degrees to the floor. And on my inside one, seeing it's hard to see up, it lets me do it down inside where it's directly down. It's kind of nice. And it positions it again with a green arrow. If I push it out of the way, I'll just wiggle the wheel a little bit, goes to a yellow arrow, it automatically finds itself and positions it. So I'm not like spinning the wheel looking for the specific spot to put my weights. These machines have been doing that for a long time. I think most of my tire balancing life they've been doing that. And then you put your weights on. If you know what you're doing, it should automatically come up to 0 in one attempt. Not sure why the wheel adapter nut keeps spinning loose. Maybe my bearing has gotten itself worn down to the point where the friction isn't very much anymore. It's been pretty easy there. That might be the cause. Balancer has seen a lot of tires over its years. Pull them weights off there too. I like my 3M sticky weights. They seem to stick on pretty well. If you notice down in here, I'm hacking away at it, but we're just peeling it. But these are the 3M sticky weights, and on a rim that's that rough, to have a weight that sticks that well is impressive. Here's my box. It's all rolled up. You can see how many rolls are left. Comes out on a scale. We measure it out, cut it. This is my cutting tool right here. So pretty handy. But I'm going to have to get a scraper to pull them off. Still drinking my Mile. It's been a couple weeks since I had a Mountain Dew. Been doing a good job staying away from the caffeine, and it's the Mile, which is caffeine. But I'm hoping that at some point I can say, you know what, we're just going to wean ourselves off of it a little bit. I don't know that Mile is any better for me, but I don't mind the taste, and I can drink 3 quart jars, or 4 a day. I've been probably closer to 4 a day, and then I'll fill it with water for the second 2 usually. So that gets me a gallon of water, and when I drink soda, you know, it's 3 or 4 cans a day, which doesn't get you that water for sure. All right, let's see what this tire does. Well, we've already got a red warning at 39. 39 pounds. Let's measure the run out and see if we can match this one as well. Okay, we're gonna put our little tool in place on both sides, and it says push this button. Kind of hold it against the tire and the rim. Waiting. What What is it going to say? It says it will not, but again, we are 180 out. Almost exactly twice. This tire exceeds, but it's saying that the tire is 31, the assembly is 39. The assembly doesn't seem very good either, so it says rim passes. But seeing I can rotate it that far, oh, again, I can do the, if I get it to the right spot. Now this one you have to physically find the spot, but that little guy will turn green, I think. There it is. Yep. 6 o'clock. And go to the other one. And oh, look at that. It says the heavy spot is right there on the rim. That's interesting. I've not paid much attention. And then the tire is right there. And then, wow, it gives me all kinds of information I don't know. See the little green lights up? There's a whole bunch of different spots for that. I'm guessing these blue ones are where the weights are asking to go. But, all right, we're gonna spin this one too, just because it's my niece. I have a good uncle. Hope I don't have to do all these. I guess there's only one left now after this one, huh? Right off the bat. There you go. Not the inside. We're going to see about there. Another question for you is, if you take your tires in, or you buy tires from your local tire guy, and you ask for the tires to be road force balanced, what's the likelihood that they will spin your tire, dismount it, and spin your tire like we did today? Do you trust your guy to do that for you? Or is he going to mount it, spin balance it, kick you out the door? I've worked at the dealer, and it's all about kicking it out the door. The tire stores are a little more picky. Now we're talking the Chrysler dealer stuff. Could be a little more picky. You would think the dealer would be top notch. Not always the case. But the Firestone I worked at was pretty good. Goodyear, now we're talking, this is quite a few years back. The Goodyear put in a fair amount of effort as well, but I'd say Firestone was probably the better. So we didn't do a whole lot. We went from 39 to 30. It's going to be acceptable. Obviously, we went as far as I can go without replacing a tire. If it shakes on the car, then I'll have the ability to go back to my tire supplier and say, hey, I need a replacement. And they've been really good to me over the years, and they'll get me a new tire and we'll keep going. All right, clean that up a little bit. I'm not going to make my tire guy honor a tire that doesn't shake a car though, because I want him there when I need him.